Good morning, friends. Good morning, followers. This is Richard Essman, St. Louis Realty Services. Most of you know that by now. Um, Saturday morning, 24th of March. Hopefully your team is doing well in its bracket if you follow that kind of thing. I have lots of teams, but they are not in the basketball market. They're in the real estate market. Okay. By that, I mean I've teamed up with a lot of good families trying to find real estate and to help them solve a problem that involves housing. Um, Again, I'm Richard. This is St. Louis Realty Services, and I'm welcoming you to my Saturday morning videos. I try to do these approximately between 9 and 10 on Saturday mornings, and 9:30 is the actual time. So I hope you can join me in the future. I've got a whole library on YouTube of videos. After a little COVID layoff on these things, I've started a new program. This is the fourth in the series, and you're welcome to make suggestions to me. Contact me, and I'm happy to address any particular topic, either on a phone call, email, or on a next video if I think it's worthy of sharing with other people. And usually they are. They're good topics. These families that I'm working with are wanting to be in the real estate market in 2023. Okay. So whether they're a seller and they've got a listing and they're trying to get it ready and they want to know what the good market timing is, or they're a buyer who is looking for inventory, looking for homes to shop. That's what it's all about. Information is power. I'm trying to put it at your fingertips. If there's anything that I can bring of value, it's my information coupled with my 30 plus years of doing this, my experience, hands-on experience, trying to help you get the best home that we can find in the marketplace for you and your family, or to solve an issue that involves real estate, such as the passing of someone, or a downsizing, or having children, or whatever your particular need is that's driving you into the real estate market. So all that said, if that hits you, if that rings out, here's some statistics that I want to share with you, because again, information is power. So in the last week, there's been 765 new listings coming on the market, 126 in the last 24 hours. Okay. This is an increase over what we were talking about 2 weeks ago in that video. And this is in line with what usually happens in the spring market. So as we hit this third week of March, we are firmly into one of the busiest months in real estate in the St. Louis metropolitan area, in the Midwest in general, but in St. Louis. On top of all of that, we've got a bunch of coming soons, properties that haven't hit the market, 150 in the last week, 46 in the last 24 hours. We have 167 homes that are back on the market. They went under contract, something didn't work out. So there's good properties. There's activity if you want to shop. You want to shop. You want to know of these. You want pictures. You want tax records. You want information about the neighborhoods and whether or not the pricing is good, or whether the pricing is such that maybe an offer is worthy versus a situation where you have multiple offers and you've got to come in strong. All these scenarios exist. How do you know that? You can't know that. You really can't. That's where being a broker and having access to this online, current, real-time information is something of value that I bring to you. And I love doing it. It keeps me so focused when I can be with a client, keeping them on target with this information. This is what I look for and what I want to provide. It's value. Okay. You want value from me. So we had 326 properties go under contract in the last week, 41 yesterday. 766 went either under contract additionally or moved to pending by the removal of contingencies. So that was 84 yesterday. And the past week, there were 744 closings, 181 in the last 24 hours. Now, what's interesting about that, we said earlier, 765 new listings. We had 744 closings. So we're kind of equal. We're getting, but an increase. It wasn't quite that way. There were more closings than there were listings, eating up old inventory. So the market is starting to get towards stasis, where eventually, as we get later in the year, it will invert and there will be fewer sales than there were new listings. as buyers deplete the inventory. So these things change as interest rates change. These things change as different demographics hit the market, or they hit for certain features, certain kinds of homes, certain areas, target areas. And that's one of the things that I can do with these statistics, because I just gave you a lot of bulk information. But if you live in a particular, in the school district, say you're in Parkway, if you're in Ladue, it doesn't really matter. But if you want to know in your district, if you want to know for your subdivision, if you want to know for your type of home, if it's a 2-story or ranch, if you're shopping for something more unique, if you want a home with a pool, an outdoor pool, okay, that's something that I can target that way. It takes a little bit more work, but that's not much work at all. There's just a few swipes of keys on the screen, on the board here. So we can do that. If you're looking for something more unique, like a horse property, something with corrals or acreage or whatever, I can put in keywords into the search, and we can come up with statistics for those kind of properties. Those are hard to keep your fingers on just through information passing around. You need the value of these statistics as well. So this is where you can put me to work. It doesn't cost you anything, but you have to go on to the landing page, look at the information that's there by putting in an email address and a name. It opens up my papers of value, they're PDFs about my programs that I offer. But that way you can email me with a question as well and receive my newsletter. And so all of it's into one. And so you will now be really getting the information that you would want to have if you are about to begin or in the midst of a search for a home, probably the largest investment that you'll may ever make, okay, or have made to date. So let me supply this information, because you need to do the research to be an educated consumer. That's what I really love doing. So it's springtime. The market is here. Yes, it's a little up and down with the interest rates, but it's here. So if you're going to find yourself making a move, a really good move is to give me a phone call, and let's see how we can get you started in this process. I await your calls. I love speaking with you. It's a Saturday. I'm at the desk ready to go. So 314-517-6399 is my cell number right there on the screen. Call me to get you moving. I look forward to speaking with you. Thank you.